crisis can occur at any time in every family.
Sam Preston, who claims he's bisexual, asked to see me when his wife discovered he had a male lover. You'll also meet Sam's wife, Lisa, her mother and brother, who Sam feels want to steal his wife away. Sam says he feels he wants his wife to understand that he loves her and his male lover equally.
You're going to have to inform me. Why are we here?
We're here because this guy's been carrying on illicit affairs with other men, and was caught at it, and...
Excuse me, may I explain what's going on here?
Actually,
I don't think you can explain what's going on here.
I want to hear from everyone, so I know that I'll promote...
I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize.
Well, what I would like to say is, Tom, may I?
Certainly.
Tom, that my daughter is in a situation that is, as far as I am concerned, an unbearable one. And if she doesn't make up her mind definitely to break it now, she will have to later, so she's got to face facts now. She loves the young man, but she can't make up her mind.
And in fact, there's a lot of facts that you have to face. How far along are you?
I'm 7.5 months.
I don't want her to make the wrong decision, and frankly, there's only one right decision, and that is that she's got to end it.
That's your view. That's in your in your mind.
And I'm behind my mom 100%.
Sam, will you please tell...
I'd like to. Let's hear what you have to say.
Okay. The situation is this, that 3 months ago, my wife and I had a confrontation involving a relationship that I have had with another man. It wasn't something that has been very easy for me to face. And now that the cards are on the table, so to speak, I thought that enlisting your help, you might be able to shed some enlightenment on us all and hopefully come to some resolutions as to how we can save our marriage.
I better stop you very quickly. I don't know if I have that magic enlightenment that I can...
Get your hand off my sister's limb, if you don't mind, okay?
That I can shed on people, but I can help you with the second part, maybe, helping you to find some kind of resolution. What happened at the time that you made that revelation?
What didn't happen is more like it. I had no idea up till 3 months ago. We've been married for almost 4 years.
Let me be really clear about what I'm hearing. You had no idea at all?
No, I didn't.
That your husband had an interest, perhaps, in a homosexual interest?
No, I didn't.
Excuse me, I'd like to interject something right off the bat. In my job, I'm a sales representative for a book publishing company. I do a lot of traveling. About 2 years ago, I met a man at a seminar on the sales, and we hit it off nicely. It was a friendship, a nice warm friendship. I had no idea what his situation was as far as his sexuality, and he had no idea as mine. We just knew that we enjoyed each other's company, and I didn't feel that there was anything wrong with that.
You are married. Are you separated? Are you
We're still cohabitating.
Living together?
The only reason
I want you to come and stay with me and Mom.
We are still, well, obviously, are in the middle
together.
of... Yes, we are. We are living together. In the past 3 months, there hasn't been much communication. But,
Nor much sexual contact as well?
None.
How could...
It's not by my choice. And I understand her feeling, and I understand this is very difficult for her and
it's not only difficult, it's totally changed our lives.
I guess that's what I need to hear a lot from you right now. How has it changed your life?
It was such a shock, the way this all came about. We've had a really wonderful marriage.
I don't want too many graphic details on this, but how did it come out? Why did it come out?
It's not something that I...
He never told me. He never told me anything. Sam, as you know, the nature of his job, travels quite a bit. And that was quite acceptable in our marriage. We sort of worked around that. In the last year and a half, he has been traveling a tremendous amount more. And not only has he been away, but he started to become very vague about where he was going and leaving numbers. And when I found out I was pregnant and so forth, I was sort of insecure about not having him around a lot, this being my first time to have a child. And this one particular incident where I found out, I was really frantic. We had had a small quarrel over something really silly, and he left on his business trip, and I didn't know where he was going, so I started phoning everyone that I could think of that would know. And I finally got the name of this hotel from the secretary, so I called, and he was there. He was, you know, listed. So they put me through to his room, and a man answered. It wasn't Sam. Wait a minute, Phil. It wasn't Sam. So I said who I was, and was Sam there? And he said, he became very flustered, sort of, and very just nervous, and he said no, that I had the wrong room. And I went through his drawers, through his business files. What I finally found, and what brought this whole thing to a head, was some photographs.
Baby. Tell him.
Of Sam and another man.
I felt relieved that she found out. It helped me to confront it, which has been the problem I've been having. So it's not something that's very easy for me to do, because I know how she feels about it. I rather anticipated her reaction to this. It's not, I have to clarify this, is that it's not something that I sat down and made a decision to do. It's something that I just felt. It's a feeling that I've had for quite some time now.
Excuse me, Tom. This young man has had the feeling before he ever married my daughter. He had relationships like this, and he never told her then either.
I know how big it is in your mind, and I'm not trying to make it smaller, God knows. But suppose you just subtracted for a moment the incident about the sexuality. Has he changed in any other way that you can see? From the way you saw him
Well,
before?
it's never changed, but now I feel as though everything he presented to me before this was a lie. He was living a lie. He put on a facade of the regular, average guy taking care of his wife, and now, since this came in, since I found out about this, I feel like I don't know the man.
That's right.
I do not know him.
Completely different
He's
person.
Completely different? Talk a little bit about yourself from the way you see yourself. Do you see yourself as having undergone a really large change from one person to another?
No, it's in a
But
strange
in some
sense.
way you must have been, as they say, and I'm not them, but
I
you
haven't
were
changed.
hiding
I am
something.
I am not a pervert. I am in my mind, I am morally right. I help
You're
people.
Sick, twisted mind.
I work
You're morally
hard.
Right. Okay.
It's this attitude.
But wait, don't relate to that attitude a moment. Tell me more about yourself. You were hiding some things from others. Were you hiding them from yourself as well?
I think I had to. I don't deny that. I'm not here to deny what has happened and you know what my feelings are.
Possibly, if you would have been honest, you realize this, rather than have her looking through your things and come up with a picture of you touching and holding another man. I mean, it was boom.
You think I wanted that? You think I
Now,
wanted her to feel that pain?
You just wanted to continue going about doing your own,
You would
having your
never
cake and
have
eat it
told
too.
the
Absolutely
truth.
not.
You would
You would
never
have
have
told
It's
told
not
the
true,
truth.
and you don't know that.
What do you want today?
Yes, what happens now? I know all the facts. I have the facts. I know where I am. I know in a month I'm
Where
going to
you are
deliver
is
his
pretty
child.
obvious.
It's very obvious. I know that we've been wanting this baby. I know my marriage is
Still want this
dissolving. I know
baby.
all of this.
It's not dissolving.
It is dissolving.
I love her very much, and I want to keep her, of course.
What about
And I
your
wonder-
other
Wait,
life?
you're not saying that for the first time now. You've
Never. No, I've
you've
always
been
told her that.
You've been saying that all along?
Yes.
Even in
Yes.
these last 3 months, you've heard that
Yes.
message?
I've heard that. I have heard it.
And it's true. I feel that way. I strongly feel that way.
I don't see that it's possible.
Nothing. I never want to get rid of.
I can't.
feel
I'm
that
confused.
actions have got a lot to do with things, not just words. Not just
He
words.
didn't say to me that, what he didn't say was that it would, I'm trying not to be unfair to him, but he didn't say that it
Who's
would be
unfair to you?
over
Who's
with
unfair
this
to you?
other man, or that he wouldn't have affairs with men. I can't see bringing a child into this world having a father who has affairs with men. I can't deal with it.
I have come to grips with myself that I realize and have accepted that I am bisexual.
Now let's. Don't keep falling back on that term bisexual, okay? Call yourself what you are.
It's your demented,
well, how do you
it's
do
your
it?
demented mind coming
Do you
up with these
wink at each other
manifestations
first
of all
and
this
then
garbage.
hold hands and
That's
then
what's wrong up
and
here,
then as soon as you get to the
Phil.
middle,
It's right up here.
Phil, instead of those details, what are you really trying to find out? When you ask those questions, what are you...
I want to know, where is this guy coming from? This guy that
No,
I've
you
known for all
don't-
these years, and all of a sudden I find out pictures and...
But isn't that it? You knew him and you accepted him and you liked
I
him,
liked
didn't
him.
you?
I did. I'll say it. I did. I liked the
Now
guy.
he's, to you, someone
No,
else.
he's a Jekyll and Hyde. No, I don't even know who he is.
Lisa, I need to know some more about you. What was it like as you came along and as you dated and as you met Sam? And
Well, we met in college, and well, he was very popular. He was a real ladies' man, and everyone knew him. All the girls wanted to date him, and he was on the football team.
Incredible.
I, at the time, was dating a guy by the name of Tom Gordon.
A very fine young man.
My mother
Truly
liked
fine.
him very much.
So did
I
I.
certainly
And
did.
so did Phil.
Yeah,
They
nice
knew
guy
him
he
very
was.
well.
Great guy.
Great guy.
Anyway,
Great.
he was friends with Sam. In fact, he's the one that introduced me to Sam. And after that, we started dating, and things took their course, and we were soon living together.
Can I interject something? I'd like to find out just what you felt of Tom.
You know they like Tom.
Yeah.
We liked him, and I almost wished that it was Tom.
I'm not
Almost
sure, why are
no,
we
I see.
talking about him?
There's a reason for this. And I'm going to land a bombshell on you right now because Tom happened to be the first man that I have ever had a relationship with.
Do you want to continue to live the gay side of your life as well, or is there some one person in your life?
There is. And he fulfills needs that are...
That I obviously can't fulfill.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this
I'm sorry.
sickness. Go ahead. What?
It's something to where Lisa, as a woman, cannot relate to exactly how a man feels and what he needs. And this person does fulfill those needs.
Your sister and your wife, sitting there between you for about the third or fourth time, is crying, is shaking her head, is in turmoil.
I didn't know that this person had a name until 5 seconds ago.
Kurt. Little Kurt.
You have not had
name.
these discussions before at all?
We have discussed many things.
You must have known that
I
he had
did-
another relationship? No?
I didn't know that there was one particular person. I didn't know his name. I'm afraid of the other things I'm going to find out.
It was irrelevant at the time.
It's not irrelevant. It's another human being that's as important to you as me. That's very relevant.
Lisa,
What are you
Yes.
going to do about it?
give me the credit to suggest to you very strongly not to walk out this door today and say, I've made a decision. Hold back. In your own best interest, hold back a moment or two or a day or two or weeks, if you can.
Why, Tom?
Why is so at least that I can counsel with them and maybe help them as a married couple to come to some kind of resolution. At least come to a solution that both of them want.
But
Please, I'm not saying what that solution should
But he
be.
said what he wanted, and what he wanted is impossible for my daughter.
And then he has to listen to what she wants, and then they talk more, share, and maybe they have to bargain, compromise. Maybe you have to give
God,
up
we're
some
bargaining
things.
with lives
Very willing
here.
to do that. I want to do that.
Whether the subject of bisexuality comes up in your house or not, it's important for all of us to avoid making the mistakes Sam Preston made. He avoided discussing his needs, suspicions, and extracurricular activities with the person closest to him. Lisa couldn't deal with the doubts or suspicions, and few of us can. Let's keep communication open so that we can have growth and health and love in your family and in mine. I'm Thom Thompson.